Grand Rising, beautiful, melanated, original, whatever you respectfully call yourself, people. It is your girl, Straight No Tracer, with the Queen, and I was supposed to be getting in here. Hold on, I'm trying to set up my phone while I clean. Hey, everyone. So just give me a minute. Thank you, Kathy. I have to, set this up. Give me 1 minute so I can set it up so y'all can hear me while I'm cleaning. So, Grand Rising, my gang. How you doing? I'm up here doing my usual cleaning and this is what and talking. So if I can get this propped up just right so I can get to this refrigerator I'm cleaning, we'll be good. Yeah, there we go. I might can't see the chat. I made some people moderators. I was trying to learn to make moderators and stuff last night. But let me change my earpiece while we're doing it. I want us to be aware of what's happening right now. Grand Rising, woke one. Grand Rising, chat. I appreciate all you checking in. Okay. One moment. I know y'all see the headlines, and I actually didn't catch this on my own. I seen it, but it's like, you know how we see something and we don't see it. I seen it, but I didn't realize it. I didn't realize how they are trying to trick us into watching. They're basically taking the uniform off the thugs, and I say we need to let the gang members associate themselves with their gang. You know what I'm saying? Let the gang members associate themselves with their gang. They're tricking us right now because they turned around, and now the photos that you've seen of the 5 gang members, well, the 6 gang members who killed Tyree because they're part of the biggest gang in America, is the police. You see that they're putting them in hoodies. Now all of a sudden the picture changed. I'm in a new unit, y'all. So I'm cleaning as we talk. So all of a sudden the picture has changed. Let me see if y'all can see me up here. I gotta get a rag so that all of a sudden, I'm in another unit cleaning. All of a sudden the images has changed. Look on the internet now, and you're gonna see suddenly the black men, the black thugs who are part of the biggest gang in America, are suddenly in hoodies. All of a sudden, the picture with them in their gang affiliation, Blue Lives Matter uniforms, they now circulating pictures of these men in their hoodies. Of course, not the white one. Of course, not the white one. They're doing it right before our eyes, and we need to catch this. See, we're not no longer asleep. We woke. See, you got woke people, you got conscious people, but we don't woke. We woke over here. Oh, I'm woke. I see this. We see this. You're not going to keep painting the face of crime and hatred and murders on our black men who's subject to go out the door and wear a hoodie, and now you associating these black men to this when you had 2 white cops. Yeah, it was a total of 7. No, I think it was 8 because the white cop made it 6. Then they fired 3 emergency response people. And that made it, 9? They said it's more. I didn't even know the emergency response people walked away while Tyree Nichols was on the ground. I'm cleaning out my garbage can. I didn't even know he was going. They were fired because they didn't render aid. And I have to find the other video, y'all. There's a video of a white lady being an EMT. It has nothing to do with this case. And when she was an EMT, she basically came in, and it was a black dude. I'll pull it up. Black guy was face down. Well, the black guy kept saying he couldn't walk. They called EMT. So now we have another problem. They called EMT, and when they got there, the black guy kept saying he couldn't walk. Well, guess what the white EMTs did? They told him, get your ass up. We don't got time for this. They drug him out. He still couldn't walk. They threw him face down on the gurney, and he suffocated and died. Put them in their uniforms and stop putting them in things. Put them in a button-down suit that represent white richness, I guess, because that's why we are forced to wear suits and stuff and everything when we go over to look at for their jobs and to look so-called professional. Put them in the suit. Put them in their blue uniforms. Don't put them in no hoodie. And then what is the white? You still ain't seen the white people get arrested. You still ain't seen the little piggy that went to the market. This little piggy get to stay home. I got that from another TikTok. I thought it was cute. I didn't create that. But put him in his uniform. Mind Game said this is just the beginning. Hold on. This is just the beginning. I believe a lot of stuff will come out. The Scorpion unit will be dismantled after this. Yes, they are being dismantled. Because the CJ Davis, now, y'all know I broke it first. Now you see it all over everybody's social media pages when I told you that chief of police was involved with helping cover up the pedophile. I only could find the picture when he was younger. Now you see everybody posting the picture and speaking on it. That I told you she wasn't one of us. I had somebody come under my TikTok talking about I'm dividing us. Please believe the wokes, which is us. We woke. We woke up. I ain't got no film in my eyes. I ain't got no coal in my eyes. I washed my face. I'm woke. Did you wash your face today? We woke. And being woke, we don't claim everybody black. We don't claim everybody black. Because everybody that's skin folk ain't for us. Now they have a way to get into white supremacy through their organizations. Everybody that look like us ain't for us, so the wokes know that. So when we trying to build what we are building, we're not taking all of us with us. So, dear white people, you're not gonna trick me. We're not being tricked. Y'all look around. Did y'all notice how the mug shots changed? Who put it out there? Mainstream media. We've seen all of this with them in their police uniforms. Now they're trying to disassociate them with the police force who we've been saying, hands up, don't shoot. I can't breathe. Say her name. Say his name. This and that. They're trying to disassociate that with the police. So now they want to put the face of police brutality on the black man. Hell no. There's some good, we wear hoodies, they wear hoodies. But the thing is the person inside the hoodie, because you won't see Little Piggy. What is his name? Preston Hemphill with his hoodie. You still ain't seen no mug shot of him. So this is still not justice. So long to arrest the white man. Explain that to me. I gotta clean out this refrigerator, so I'm gonna bring y'all over here to the refrigerator with me. My back gonna be turned to you, but I'm cleaning out this refrigerator. Explain to me why the other Little Piggy Hemphill is not in jail. But what we need to do, y'all, is please keep sharing. Y'all got a call to action today. The Queen of Solutions is doing a call to action. Can you please make sure that y'all just on all your social medias, all your pages, I don't care if you're not a content creator, please continue right now, get the picture of the 5 cops and the one that's in my thumbnail and the white cop and share it with their gang affiliated uniform. See, they're trying to, every time a black person do something, They look for gang affiliated attire, hoodies, white tees. Woke one said apparently Hemp Hill was relieved of his duty on January 8th for his mugshot. He wasn't arrested. He's under the usual white protection, Blue Lives Matter. He wasn't arrested. He was relieved of his duties, but he wasn't charged with murder like the black cops was. And now they charged the black cops. We didn't know about the white one. Let's see how white supremacy works. Where's my ruler? I wish I had my ruler. Okay, class. Today we're going to talk about how they try to trick us. We're going to talk about how white privilege works, which is racism, which is white supremacy, which is racism. We're going to talk about it. Now let's go back. Did you know there's a white cop that tased Tyreek? No. Grand Rising, Black Love, Grand Rising, everyone in the chat. Let's go to class. Let me take you out of class. Did you know there was a gang member who tried to tase, who tased Tyreek and said, I hope they stomp his ass? When we were all mad and saying we were upset that it was black cops, I don't know if Hemp Hill, they said he's the detective. So what they didn't tell you is that the white cop was over those black cops. Okay, class? Get your notebooks out. The white cop was, from my understanding, the detective or something, but obviously he was over them. Ranked over them. He wasn't arrested. He tased him. I think he was one of them that pulled Tyree out the car. So there's a lot of white people saying, he didn't stomp them. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. He pulled them out the car. He tased them. And then they say he only tased them one time. White people trying to say that. No. Grand Rising, everyone that's coming in. We're in class today. We're talking about how the media uses black faces to erase white crime. Okay? Get your notebooks ready. Because they tricking us. Okay? Let's see. Did you know there was a white cop? No, we kept going crazy. Oh, we can't believe these black cops did this. But seems like, and then it's a lie. It had nothing to do with no girl. They did not know Tyree. If they did, it did not have anything. He was not, his father cleared it up. He was not seeing, and I got that from Michi. When Michi said that was a lie last night, I went and did research, and I was going to do a video about that. His dad went on different media outlets and said that Tyree did not have anything to do with another cop's ex-girlfriend, baby mama, or wife. All of that is lies. That is white propaganda, just like the pictures have changed from them being in their uniforms to them being in hoodies that mostly black men and black young kids wear. You see what I'm saying? So let's show you how the spirit of illusion, the devil, which is the spirit of illusion, is playing you right before your eyes. They didn't tell you that Tyree Nichols actually had a white cop tase him. We know from other incidents when cops have tased black people, they have died. So who's to say the beating killed him and the tasing wasn't attributed to it? So they're trying to say, well, white people saying, well, he took off running, and when he took off running, that's what caused them to beat him. That white cop wasn't there when they were beating him. But the white cop, I think, from my understanding, he was the detective or he was the lieutenant, and he was telling them after he tased them, I hope they stomp his ass. And just like we do when we running for master and doing stuff for master, they went and stomped his ass. But yet they got the blame, and white Little Piggy got to go home. One little piggy went to jail, the other little piggy went to jail. That little piggy went to jail, that little piggy went to jail. That little piggy got to jail and got their mug shots. This little piggy went home and ate and was okay until woke. See, we the woke. See, since they want to take the word woke and conscious, we the woke. We ain't got no coal in our eyes. We done brushed our teeth. We doing our hair now. We fixing up for this battle that they've been playing us with. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't said nothing about that. But now they're taking the image and they're playing with your mind. See, what this race has done is erase common sense. Just like they have, and I don't have nothing against LBGT. I believe certain people like their certain sexuality, but the only way that I know that you like a different certain sexuality is when you pull up the rainbow flag, when you dress the opposite way, when I'm staring at you and I know that you got boobs and you got them taped down, but you saying you're a he, and then he got big muscles and he's wearing a dress and saying he's a she. We have all been tricked to not be ourselves. It doesn't, your sexuality is not a race. But this is the image that the devil who is ruling the earth is having us. We're in a constant state with the spirit of illusion. So now with the spirit of illusion, the illusion is that the criminal activity that is being done all over the world is being done by blackface, by black people who wear hoodies. That's how they Trayvon Martin. We forgot about Trayvon Martin when they vandalized his hoodie and his Skittles. A black man in a hoodie. Grand Rising, lovely lady 37177. A black man in a hoodie equals criminals to the police. A black man, it used to be white tees in my time. When we was out in the streets in the projects, it was white tees because I had to go to court. We had family members just get arrested because they lump them all together, the white tees. But the lawyer told me you could always beat cases like that because white tees. Let me see if I can give you. I heard Mind Game said give him a wrench. I think I made Kathy and Black Love should have a wrench too. I'm gonna probably have to give it to you afterwards because I'm on my phone and it only tells me I'm a I hope I didn't do anything. I'm on my phone, so it's only telling me to put a start a comment or whatever. I'll get you a wrench afterwards, D-Maze. Even though Ashley was a man's name and gone with the wind. But we have been taught not to be ourselves, not even white people. See, when you have a race that has no culture and obviously is not from Earth, because you should have some type of culture that everybody else wants to copy. But they have put it on us to copy everything from us, and we accept it. So now they're our body snatchers. And then they get to control the narrative of what crime looks like, even though they're creating all the crime. Grand Rising, Rasheed Holmes. Okay, I'm gonna see everybody that say, can I get a wrench? Because I'm on my phone and it doesn't let me do it. I had figured it out. I did it a long time ago because y'all know I've been off YouTube, but a sister is back and I'm back in full force because we got shows coming up. We got the Empire, we building. I told y'all years ago as I come, I'm trying to do something. I say Queen of Solutions because I don't try to just talk on YouTube. I'm trying to do stuff. But look, I'm going to give y'all a wrench. But look, we have one race that has nothing nobody wants. The only thing they have contributed to the world is the spirit of illusion. The only thing they have contributed to the world is lies and deceit. That is all. Why they steal everything about us. They digging us up now and still saying it's them. But they have allowed everybody. So now, if you want to be a boy, even though you was born with a coochie like me, you could pop out a child. All of a sudden, you could be a boy, even though you ain't got no penis. So explain to me how they have took over what God has created. I don't care what you like sexually. That is not your race. That is not your race. So why are you running around being proud, talking about LBGT and all that stuff? You are a human being. But because is something wrong with a certain race of people? Okay, I'm trying. But because there's something wrong with a certain race of people, they all of a sudden get everybody to pretend that they're not who they are. Your sexuality has nothing to do with who you are. That's what you do in your night, in behind doors of your pleasure, unless you're doing something with a child. And now, if we keep allowing them to erase things and pretend, now they're on making it okay for grown men to marry little children and rape them. You grown, you had your life. If you was a good person, you wouldn't have to go trick a little child. That is that they making it okay so they don't have to go to jail. But back to the class, we seen them not tell us that there was a white man involved in this crime, and we all went crazy. Then comes out, when it comes out, we find out the white cop wasn't arrested. That little piggy got sent home. And the 5 little piggies went to jail. That little piggy got fired, but he did not get arrested. How can we not see that? Yup, Mind Game said they trying to create a race, aka a fifth element. That's all they doing, and they want us to be okay with it. They want us to be okay when our little children can't even you can't even sign a contract unless you're 18 or 19. But yet they can tell you that they don't want to be a boy or a girl, and they don't even know what their sexual organs do yet. They want it to be okay so that these rice fleas, these flower fleas, can dig in little boys and do what they have been doing for centuries and make it okay. They're constantly tricking us. Now they're trying to trick us. Kathy, I made you a leader on the mind. See, I don't know if you could, if you're on YouTube. In the chat, you see D Mays and what's his name? Jaffa Wan Heru is trying to get a wrench. I don't know if you're able to give them a wrench. Can you see? Because I can't do it on my phone. But like go to their name, the dots next to their name, and see if you can give them a wrench. If not, I have to wait till I get on my laptop. But they tricked us, and now they're tricking us to accept this photo. They took themselves out of the Blue Lives Matter uniform, which is their gang uniform, because when you have the gang units, don't the police got the gang? You can't. Okay, thank you, Kathy. Don't the police unit, when they looking for gangs, what they looking for? What do they tell you? Let class, raise your hand. What do they tell you when they looking for gangs? They tell you, look for the certain tattoos. Look for the colors. Let's play. When you look at a white man, the most time they wear, I got something for you. Hold on right here. Who am I? When you see this hat and this, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Can you see it? When you see this, whether it's a shirt, whether it's a coat, whether it's pants, this is not camouflage. It's a type of camouflage. But what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? A white man who hunts, probably. So when you see certain uniforms, when you want to recognize LBGT, what do you use? The rainbow flag? When a man wants to say that he's a woman, what does he do? He starts wearing women attire. When a woman starts saying she wants to be a man, what does she do? She starts wearing man attire. Every unit or group of people wears things. It goes back to where they stole it from us with the tribe. We keep believing that everybody was one black race and we was all getting along. No, the fuck we weren't. No, we weren't. We were separate tribes. That's why you painted your face a certain way. Certain tribes wore the stripes and stuff. We haven't even gotten to learn patterns, but they knew it. So then you got one race that's coming in there and doing everybody like this. Oh, this, and threw us all back out in the world so that they can have a place in the world, because they have nothing to offer but what they wrote in the Bible, that the devil is a spirit of illusion. So we better start looking. The devil is, in your Bible it said the devil was already kicked from heaven, right? Right? If in the Bible it said the devil was already kicked out of heaven, where is he at? Where is he at? If they say the devil is a spirit of illusion, what's been going on with us, with the police, They built themselves institutions where they can control the law and take over what God has given. God gave you a penis, and God gave some people a penis and a coochie. At the time, they call them hermaphrodites. So nature takes care of itself. But the route that we're going is that they want to slow down everybody's birth rate so that they can live a little bit longer. Now they're putting these black police officers out of their gang-affiliated uniforms. No, put on them Blue Lives Matter. Where your badge at, sir, ma'am? Where them badges at? Huh? Where them badges at? Don't put them in no damn hoodie. They didn't wear hoodies. They know that hoodie means that's for the black people in the street. That's who they call the thugs, even though the real thugs wear blue uniforms. The biggest gang in the world are the police and the U.S. military, because they go in everybody's country and do what they want. And then, you know, some gangs strong arm you. The police, the government, the rich, is all connected. You know how, like, you got the G's and the Gangster Disciples, the Bloods, the Crips, but then they got small units in there. Well, the biggest unit that taught us that is the gang-affiliated unit. The politicians join the politicians so that they can control the last of the gang. You got the government, you got the politicians, and then you got the police. Those are the dogs, woof, woof, that they sick on us. Y'all got this class, y'all got y'all notebooks, right? What does this say? Rasheed Holmes said, we've been tricked by the enemy by giving our money to every other race. Your enemy doesn't tell you that's very mental illness when money doesn't stay in your community. And then when you try to tell people this, they get mad with you. They make sure they get mad with you. Real women don't do nonsense. Did you see the footage of them shooting a crippled vet? He had a knife. Let me tell you, I didn't see it. There's a lot, but let's start. Everybody that's on here, all 31 of us, if we all post the pictures of the police in the uniform every day and start overriding the big dogs. Oh, I forgot one of the part of the gang members, the media. See, the government, the politicians, and the media all work together to push the police. The fraternity order, they ain't a fraternity, they're a gang. They're a bunch of thugs. Just like Shirlene Davis, everybody's saying it now. I told y'all before when I did the research. Now everybody's looking. But a lot of these so-called people were cheering her at first. And I the one told y'all, because I was accused of trying to separate the black woman. Every black woman ain't for us. We woke over here. Remember I told you there's a woke, there's a conscious, but over here we woke. Since they don't like that. We already done washed out the cold out our eyes. We brushed our teeth. We washed our face. Now we doing our hair because there's more to come as we getting dressed for this battle. We woke. You can't trick us no more with the same old idiotic stuff. The sky's not falling. We've been tricked to protect something that doesn't protect us. America does not protect black people, and if the American government can give $45 billion, Social Security, and everything to them white Ukrainians that's coming over there that look like the people in our government, that look like the people that control the police force, that look like the people who are sitting in power, the Supreme Court judges, then they can do something and give us something. We've been keep yelling and asking for reparations. When we gonna start walking away? Y'all better join the United Empires of Akibelon and let's put our money together and get some land and do what we got to do and go off grid. Let them have it. It ain't nothing to argue about. Martin Luther King, the one put us in here. Woke one said the media is the megaphone of the racism. Exactly. Because right now, they switched it on us. I caught it from another YouTuber. And I put him up. Forgot his name. He was like, look at the picture, how the picture changed overnight. You seen them all in their uniform when they were trying to make the face of black people the problem with police. That's why we need more police. Then when we caught on that there was a white piggy involved, They turned around and took them out of uniform, hired the little white piggy, Preston Hemphill, and put the black men into hoodies so that he can blend in with the black men that they are attacking every day on the street. Class, come on. Are we gonna let this happen? When is the media gonna be held responsible for putting out fake news? When is white media gonna be held responsible for putting out fake news? Huh? I guess never, because they are owned by the police. They're owned by the government officials. Ron DeSantis right now is erasing anything that was put in place to protect black images. He's a politician. Everybody's trying to follow after Trump because Trump came out being racist, and then all the racists cheered, but yet they'll go around and say it's not about race. But yet they're electing people who is more racist. See, those white people, these politicians are getting paid to spew racism. Social media is getting paid to stop us from our voices. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, I don't know the rest. They're all putting in, you community guidelines. These people have no soul. I call them the soulless ones because they have no soul. They have no soul at all. I call them the soulless ones. But I need y'all to see that. Do y'all not see the trick right now? Who all in here? Can you put woke in the chat? Who all in here woke and see this BS? Exactly, mind games. That's why we have the UEOA, the United Empires of Akibalon. At first, I was down with the African thing, thinking I'm from Africa, even though my father kept telling me we weren't. But they controlled us in school. Me and Kathy were talking about it the other day, how our parents were in segregated schools. That's why they weren't taught all this stuff. I remember my mama saying they had never known nothing about coming from Africa until they seen the movie Roots. And then when they was in school, our moms who were born in the 50s were the first being indoctrinated with this thing that we came from Africa. And my mom said when they first seen the movie Roots, she said it was horrible because back then, that's when you had the Spades, the Black Panthers wasn't too far from there. And my mama said they went to school and whooped them white teachers' asses. She said it was horrible. So if our people knew that this happened, then why did my mama them and say everybody was shocked that they knew that this happened and that's how slavery started? So back then, they study our reactions, but they don't tell you these stories. See, we got to start talking to our parents. They make sure we disrespect our parents. They make sure we don't care about our history. They make sure we're too busy chasing their future without studying our past, because we think we're going to be left behind when we're being left behind right before our eyes. My mama said it was horrible. She said, ooh, it was horrible. When we seen it, I didn't realize that. She said, when we seen the movie Roots and we figured out what happened, that's what they thought. She said they went to school and they were whooping white teachers' ass, and we from the Bronx. Anybody from the Bronx that's over at least the age 60? And see, they got rid of the grandparents. They keep getting rid of our elderly people who can tell our younger people the story. Look at what's going on with us now. They're getting rid of us. They're putting our black men in jail so that they won't be having power in the family. The black man is the strength of the family. The woman is the heart. We don't see that. So how were we from Africa? So either which way, at first when I had to start looking at Dane Calloway and then putting my father's words in my head, my father kept saying, we ain't from no fucking Africa. My father kept saying that. And there's nothing wrong with Africa, but Africa is a whole continent. Africa is a whole continent. This is us. And we're trying to save a whole continent who have black leaders, black presidents, free land, free resources that allow the people we're trying to fight. The reason why the people we can't fight that we can't keep up with this fight is because Africa is empowering them with their resources instead of just, hey, we don't mind dying for our cause over here. When are they gonna don't mind dying for their cause? They're over there killing their own people to sell out for the white dollar. They need to do something to help us. It's enough. They put us on this journey when they changed us from who we were to Indian, to people of to Indian, to Negro or nigga, to people of color, to African American. They had to keep coming up with something, so they inserted in us to connect us with a land that we would never get to, a land that we never been to, except for our ancestors. We had cousins. Just like we got, take the family. In your family, you got the mom, the dad, and the children. Then that mom and dad and the children had bigger families. Their mom and dad. And then their mom and dad. Then the mom and dad have sisters and brothers. Those become cousins. That's how the world is. The earth is alive. Over there is our cousins in Jamaica, because I thought about it. They said they brought in 1 million slaves in Jamaica. Well, Jamaicans were already there. We can distinctly tell the difference between us as Black people. Black Americans look different from Jamaicans. Jamaicans look different from the pure Africans. The pure Africans look different from the Aboriginal in Australia. Most of the Australians are blonde-haired, blue-eyed, or light-eyed. Most of us over here look like this. I'm dark, but I'm not dark. I'm more copper toned. When I go get my makeup has to have a little orange in it. That's why our makeups didn't match. When you go to Africa, you can tell they're darker. Their features are different. We are different. We are cousins. We were from different parts of this world. Africa, yeah, Mind Game say South Africa rock with us. How they rock with us? Did they come over here and help us fight anything? They tell us, you can come over here. How? Half of us can't get a passport. We keep working every day just to pay bills. I'm glad you inviting us over, but when are y'all going to send y'all people over here who's getting the benefits and stuff? How from us? Why don't they come over here, use their benefits? They open up businesses. They got it better because they come over here with clean credit. They, no matter what, they might not get as much benefits as the white people, but they come over here with clean credit and everything. They don't come over here to the projects and stuff helping us. They don't come over here. I'm not dividing us. We need to wake up to the truth. Jaffa and Haru, we need to tell the truth about us first. I'm not dividing us. I'm trying to put in our mind, how are we supposed to save Africa? Africa needs to be saving us if they claim we're from there. They have all the resources. They got guns going crazy. They're over there shooting and killing each other. It's not dividing us. It's putting us on why Black people over here won't fight over here, because most rich Black people are sending billions of dollars over there when it should be over here building towns and resources so that we can be strong enough to fight this government, because this government is the stronghold of the world. That's not dividing, that's telling the truth. Wake up. I had to think about it. How is a small group of people, they say we 13% here. How are we going to save a whole continent that won't save themselves? We all need to be fighting, is what I'm saying. The Jamaicans need to be fighting. When they come over here and get benefits, the Africans will tell you they're taught not to deal with the Black Americans. That we are smeared over there just like over here. Let's tell the truth. We all are fighting a war, white supremacy, and Africa needs to fight. Everybody, the Black people in China need to fight. The Black people in Europe, everywhere needs to fight for their right to be Black. Every time I turn around, a Black person say you from Africa, but you want to go to Paris. Paris resources was built from African resources. Then we are the money. Africa holds the actual resources. We are the working and manufacturing them resources while the American government sends it out. They get the money and we all get nothing. I'm not divided. I just need us to think about what we're doing. That leads me back to what I was saying about the United Empires of Akhenaton. The United Empires of Akhenaton, I thought, hey, we've been taught that we from Africa so that we would never claim the land that is the heart of the money system. Because America made everybody trade in their money. That's why America has the top dollar. How can we're not even a continent. America is not a continent. We're a little piece. This is a whole continent. And here go America. We all on North America. This is us. And this one piece is controlling all the world's money. And why? How come America gets to do? What is so special about this land? They don't want us to connect to Mexico because there's only a line that they drew that say, no, you can't go to Mexico, even though all that's there. No, you can't go to Canada. Canada is a black land. Africa won't say themselves, we don't over here fighting for civil rights. Why should you leave a whole continent to come over here and make money when you got black president? We ain't had a black president. You can count Obama all you want, but until a black man come up and do something for all of us, for us as black people in general, we ain't had no black president. They have many black presidents. They're signing them deals. And that's how America is over here making money. India is full of black people. They're all on this white supremacist stuff. Everybody's trying to get the white dollar. That's why we so divided here in America. We are all from this planet, and everywhere we at, we should be fighting. They should be learning from us and opening up the door. The money and the blood, sweat, and tears we bled over here is benefiting everybody. Even though Africa is being robbed, Africa needs to fight. We want a black president. Why did we want a black president? Look at what happened with Ukraine. Did you know all them Africans was over there in Ukraine, and then next thing you know, their asses was kicked out? They were left on the train because they wanted to get the education over there. Little kids and stuff. Let me take. Why won't they? I got my little, y'all know we put this in my pocket, my purse. Put my money and everything up there. You gonna know I learned this from my grandmama. Why did you know many Africans? And then after that happened, they went back to Africa, and Africa ain't did nothing about it. But yeah, we over here, hands up, don't shoot. We going against the government. We being shot down and killed. They're being killed over there, but they're being killed by their own. Because they're joining it. They come on. Even Jamaicans. What is them gangs over there called? It's time for black people all over. We're the only ones in America who get blamed for being black and not sticking together when the whole black world ain't sticking together. Come on. I'm not finna take the blame no more. We got to save those who want to be saved. That's right. And most of our people think that if we get a lot of money, that's where our hope lies. No, our hope lies into getting our power to be human back. We keep being blamed. One moment. One moment, y'all. Our hope lies into everybody sticking together so we will have safe places to go. A lot of people that go to Africa don't have good experiences, but it doesn't mean anything because we got to really realize that we were having wars with each other, but we didn't genocide each other. We didn't do no mass killing. We didn't hate each other because they was in another tribe. We had different tribes. We have China's robbing and occupying parts of Africa now, and Africa's government thinks it's good. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. They're not stopping the Chinese. The China, Africa, and Russia And I forgot who else are going in the deal right now. And they tricking the black people in Africa because they get ready to make their own currency because everybody is tired of America. The situation in America, we're always the example. So let's take the example. Do we not say black people don't stick together here? So when is black people in Africa going to stick together? When are y'all going to get them visas and come over here and let's build complete black communities? Africa can join the UEOA. The UEOA stands for the United Empires of Akibalan. That means no matter if you're a church, I don't care if you, I ain't talking about Tariq Nasheed and people that want to, you know, I don't know what he's doing. But if you FBA, I feel FBA do got a point. Now, calling the Africans tethers and insulting each other, I don't agree with that. But they do have a point on their stance because our blood was shed over here for our rights. Grand Rising, LeVard, Ojo, Judah, Ajo, Oo. But when are we gonna hold Africa accountable for not being the mother country that they are? We held accountable for not taking care of ourselves. Everybody black needs to be held accountable for what they wake up and do every day. They are, back to what I was saying, the United Empires of Akibalan is for us to unite together because Africa ain't doing it. Africa can give us a whole country and we can come together. My game say Tyreek. I mean, but it's a shame. All he could do is, if you're gonna make a cartoon, like I said, I don't know what he's doing. I agree with a lot of that the FBA is saying, but I don't agree with insulting our people in the division. Come on, when are we gonna get ahead while we right here? The door right here, and we at the door. No. And then those, instead of fighting, they just, okay, I'm just gonna go back to master and get this money and get us a job and live like the white folks. They got us chasing white dollars that don't have any value anymore. The only value is our humanity, because if everything in America burns down, because Russia is threatening America now, America gives us a false sense of safety. We're not learning to live off the grid. We're not learning to hunt and prepare our own foods. We're not learning that shit. That's what we should be putting our money into. We're not learning to buy plots of land. I don't care if it's just a bunch of trees on there. We're here to do this together. We need to hold ourselves accountable. I understand what they mean, pull yourself up by your bootstrap. No, we can't pull ourselves up by our bootstrap. We, like Martin Luther King said, we don't even got a bootstrap. We got a bunch of people selling their bootstraps for white dollars. That's not even worth anything anymore. If we get bombed right now, what's going to happen? What y'all going to do, rob and kill each other so that y'all can be put into prisons to work? We at UEOA are getting different people together so we can put our resources together and learn different stuff. Y'all want to do off-grid training? We got that coming up this year. You're going to have to stop going to vacation at Disney World in France and Paris. And you're going to have to get dirty. You're going to have to stop getting your damn nails did by the Chinese that you keep complaining about. And the Vietnamese, see, they all Asian, but most of the nail shops are not owned by Chinese. A lot of them are Vietnamese. We won't even do our own nails because we want the comfortability that we see white people have, but they got theirs by blood. They got it out our blood. They got it out our backs. So we really need to wake up to the truth. All them Africans over there, if this is the money place, then they need to be creating programs, sending us money, creating nonprofits and funds. Stop. Did y'all see Madonna goes over to Africa and they basically saying all this time Madonna has been getting away with human trafficking? When we do this UEOA conference, we got a conference coming up in April in Atlanta, Georgia, so we can meet and greet and bring all our black businesses together. Y'all can go to the site, donate. If you got something to sell, please sign up and pay to be a vendor. It's free to the public so that the vendors can make money. And we all have a system of dollars floating around in this together. When are we going to use our minds and actually work together? We're trying to do this for UEOA because we know a lot of us don't want to give. So we're trying to raise money for the nation so that we can have the places. Because when we get it, all y'all that don't donate, all y'all that do this and that, don't be looking crazy when you ain't got no place to go to. Don't, I'm not trying to be funny. Don't look at black people who have been preparing to save you when you didn't listen. We ain't got to fight them. All we got to do is buy a bunch of our lands, put our own schools, hospitals, and stuff, and walk away. The Amish do it. The Jews do it. The Chinese do it. Don't you have to go to Little China when you want something? Don't you go to the Jewish mom? It's right before our eyes. We just the ones that won't do it because we trying to insert ourselves in white neighborhoods, and Karen calling the police on us, even though we live in the building, live in a house. We have access to the pool. We keep putting ourselves in these situations. We keep going to march on that street. Them streets belong to them. They said Gaddafi offered Farrakhan $1 billion. He turned it down because, not trying to be funny, I would love the Nation of Islam to wake up. I should not have to join a religion to get protection. I don't believe in that religion. I believe that we all human and we need to do something. Come with your religion. We all need to help each other. It's not going to happen until we demand it from each other. And those that want to come, we ain't got to fuss with everybody. It don't take everybody coming. Soon after this event, that's right, Angie got me. She got me. She always, I love it. I love it. I love it, Angie. Because that's what we need for each other, to correct us. Angie always corrects me and say, she told me 2 words we ain't supposed to say. Trying and F. We are doing it. When we are getting our land, we are doing this. We are going to be working on camp. We are going to be working together. We are going to be the change. No more trying. Thank you, Queen Angie, for the correction. We got to learn to take correction with each other. We got to learn to be collective. We got to understand that we can't gather all the black people money. And I'm going to say this because I see people talking about Vicky Dillard and all them. Hell no. Until you apologize to the black family, I don't want big Vicky Dillard. I don't want Boyce Watkins, because I told y'all in that video when y'all see me get out of line cursing that I told y'all that they was not separate. I told y'all that was a publicity stunt because she was still using all his producers and stuff. See, black people like that, I don't need you around me because ain't no telling what you'll do when we get the land. You a motherfucking sell us out. I don't need those. Some black people we don't need with us. White people, you got everything. We don't need you to come to the land, but it doesn't mean we hate you. We just need our space. Y'all can get to go to y'all all white neighborhoods, no matter what. The beaches, when I work out here, the beaches filled with white people. Y'all got spaces to go to. We have to insert ourselves in your spaces that y'all created for your comfortability. So why can't we? It's not a hate thing. White people, you can donate if you want to see the black race really make it. You would be down for it. Y'all don't, because a lot of y'all live off of our misery. The police have made jobs off of the misery of black people because most of them don't take it. Love you too, Angie. Love all of y'all. Queen Kathy, Beth, love all of y'all in there. Ojo, Jewel, Woke One, Mind Games, Pablo X, all of us. Of course, my hubby upstairs. But I love all of us. Me and Kathy were just talking about how we feel like now we got a real group of people who we can trust and deal with. That's not trying to do things, and we want to be honest with each other. Yeah, Vicky Dillard. I was there. She never came to meetings with us. She thought she was better. I told y'all she back on Fly Nubian Queen. When I seen that shit, I'll be telling y'all, I don't just go out here and say that I'm just so spiritual, but I am. Because the only reason I'm here is because I listened to the voices of the ancestors. I told the ancestors, I don't want to do this. That's why you don't see me just jumping on YouTube. But ever since I was a child, even when I went to the churches, they was like, you got a calling on your life. You got a calling on your life. I always had dreams. I can dream about something before it happens. So you better take what I'm saying literally. I can't make you do nothing. When I was in church, I was going to be a preacher. Then I thought about, I don't want to be a preacher. God led me, or the universe led me from that. Then the universe started telling me, Jesus is melanin. You're crucified every day. They want you to have a story that this one black man was killed a long time ago for you. Y'all being killed right now. Martin Luther King was murdered. Malcolm X was murdered. That is a representation of Jesus, and y'all keep focusing on one man on a stick. That is not what God is saying. I'm sorry to hurt y'all feelings. There is a God, there's a creator, but it's not. We have been dummied down to the excellence. We've been dummied down to the power that's out there. And if you just sit down and tap into the power, come on. Sit down and tap into your power and start thinking. Start putting. They didn't teach us critical thinking in school. They indoctrinated us. They took our critical thinking away because we had critical thinking, because that's how we built the pyramids. That's how we can sit there when we're poor and think of, well, we ain't got no lights. Let me go run somebody's extension cord. We ain't got no food. Let me do this. We made pallets. A lot of us was growed up. We didn't have beds when we went to grandma's house. We had pallets and blankets. They murdering us left and right. You are Jesus. Jesus is the other name for melanin. Y'all better think. When I was little, I had dreams. I was coming and tell my mama, family, I was the weird one in the family. And then I thought something was wrong with me. So a lot of us that have these gifts, the only place were accepted was in the church, because we sat around with people who's familiar with seeing things and hearing things. So they sat us with our gifts in church, and then they gave us an image, and then they blocked off us being more connected. Y'all better wake up. Your black man, that black man, Tyreek Nichols, that's the representation of Jesus. We're being crucified every day. But yet somehow you should know it's a trick when they put a little fragile, stringy head, rice complected man on a stick and told you he died for you. Tyreek Nichols died for us to wake up. Trayvon Martin died for us to see. We're being sacrificed every day for you to wake up to the truth. The devil is the spirit of illusion. Who's the only one forcing illusions on us? Who's the only one that tell you that you need a rainbow flag to represent what you do in the bed in your private space with whoever agrees to it? That is not our business. We didn't make you stop. We didn't punish you in the army and all this stuff because you were you liked it. Your sexual preference was different, except for if you were a child rapist. But this lets you know they're trying to do more and more to make you comfortable, so it won't be so hard when a child rapist start being normal to you. You don't need no damn flag. What you do in your bedroom is your business. You look stupid to me when you got titties and you taping them up so that you can seem like you a man. You were just a woman who like women. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You a man who like a man. I don't mind if you did be, because we all different. The earth has its own balance. If everybody liked the same thing, we probably would be overpopulated. I just believe that. I'm comfortable. But what you do in your bedroom is not my business. Somehow it became America's business. America's the one who said you couldn't be in the army.
The same people who harass black people and let black people get killed and murdered are the ones who said you couldn't be in the army because you gay. Those are the ones who said that something was wrong with you. Those are the ones who beat on you and did stuff to you. The people didn't. We didn't make no rules. Y'all, the same people who mixing the world up did that. You shouldn't need no flag, no LBGT. They got us being everything but us. Because when you take off the flags, when you take the tape off your breast, when you take the straps off your penis, when your hair grows back, when all this illusion that you have to insert yourself in is gone, you are just human. And you should be okay with that. If you and another man want to do whatever y'all do, that's y'all damn business. Do you not see you looking? They got you advertising something that don't need to be advertised. It's crazy. You don't need all of that. You don't need all of that. We didn't need it before. Not trying to be funny. A lot of y'all say gayness wasn't there, but I've seen depictions and our people wrote on the wall. On the wall, you can see two men with their hands like that kissing. You see women helping. Our people wrote life on the wall. You see people, when you seen them harvesting on these walls, when you look at the Egyptians, they say Egyptian. When you look at hieroglyphics and stuff, look at what you're seeing. You see the wheat, you see the terror, the animals, you see, they were writing the story of lives, everyday life. But somehow the illusionist, the spirit of illusion, Satan, who came down from wherever they came from, who don't know nothing about this earth, because if you were here, you would be on your side of the land, and you would have your grandparents teaching you your history, but you wouldn't have to keep digging up our history. You wouldn't have to dig up and say, look at this. Oh, I found this. Look at that. You would already be here, but somehow you weren't here. That's why this earth is a playland to them. This land is playland. Yep, the pyramids, but there's pyramids here in America. But because the people of power hides everything, see, the pyramids over in Africa are covered in sand. The pyramids over here in America is covered with grass and trees, rocks. They don't never dig over here because they don't want to connect you with greatness over here. That's why everything about blackness over here is disassociated. They want you to go find blackness in Africa, and then they want to give themselves the credit through slavery to say they've grown black people across the world. We were already across the world. We were already across the world. I don't believe that there was no homosexuality. That's just a personal experience. Just because you're not like that, don't think other people is not like that. That's why people have orgies and go on their life and still be married. I've seen little children. I know myself, and I'll be like, that person is going to be LB. I guess gay is not the word people like, but I used to tell my family that person is gay. That little child, you can tell when a child is like that. I used to get fussed out by my family. No, they're not. Now they're here. So I just believe in nature. Just because I don't like something doesn't make it right. All of us supposed to have hands and legs and stuff, but there is people who are born without hands and legs. Come on, stop trying to use your own personal thing on other people. Just because you don't like something don't mean that it's not natural for a certain group of people to like certain different stuff. It's not natural for a person to like to have sex with children. That's not natural because a child hasn't even came up to their own decision making or experience their body. That's what's not natural, is to have sex with children, because we all know it's wrong. That's why they hide it. But I cannot say that, God, because I've seen it, and I'm not going to judge people or what they do with their sexuality. I'm just telling people that that you don't have to advertise it. If I see two men walking and they kissing, my mind, okay, I don't need a flag to tell me that they're in a relationship. That's what they like. I've known some cousins of mine growed up like, you nasty, you like that, you gonna be like that. But that's not my business, because what they do in their bed has nothing to do we're out here when you get out the bed, I need you to be black or melanated or whatever you want to call it, but I need you to be B1. I need you to be fighting with me. I need you to be changing stuff. I need you, if you're a rich LBGT, I need you to go ahead and pay. See, when we say that, I don't think that, don't say the Fruit Loops flag, because we keep being like the people we say we're not. We keep learning a way to judge people and think it's okay because everybody is okay with it. They were the rice flour complecting people were not okay because masculinity, being a strong man, is the image of black. That's right. You black before you LBGT. That's why I said what you do. A mother is not sitting up here telling their children how they had sex with their daddy. When a child see the mother, all they know is they hear, and that's their mother and father. What went on to create them, the child wasn't there. That has nothing to do with them getting up every day being a mother. When you wake up every day, being gay has nothing to do with how you do your job. They're the ones who villainize you for doing. Now we got to deal with all of this. No, you shouldn't pick at people just because they're different from you. That's no different from being picked at because we're black or white or Chinese or something. We really got to get to the core and tell ourselves every day, we're not going to act like the enemy. That's right. Be one. If you gay, but damn it, you better be black first. Because that, you know what I'm saying? We got to look at the trick. We got to look at the trick. I know a lot of men don't agree because y'all can't see yourselves having sex with another man, but that's your business. I know a lot of women don't agree because they can't see themselves having sex with another woman. But what I think is not that, what I don't think that certain people need to do is wear clothes. But if you want to wear women clothes, then that's fine. If you want to wear women clothes, go on and wear them. But when you get ready to get out here, you are not a woman. Your anatomy makes you physically more stronger than the average woman. Our bones are made different. We got hips because our hips in childbirth open up like a butterfly to push out the new life. Your sperm in your body, your testicles, is the key to my eggs. So we still need to know that. So if you want, wearing a dress does not make you a woman. Taping down your breast does not make you a man. But what you are is human. And what makes your skin color is what make you here. This. So that's what you need to be fighting for. The right to do human. Because when the spirit of illusion took over, the spirit of illusion told everybody else what to tell everybody. How to build hold on one second. The spirit of illusion told everybody they did not belong. The spirit of illusion, the people who dress up in blackface, the people who wear our hairstyles, the people who okay all that, told you something was wrong with you. Because not trying to be funny, if everything was so perfect, women wouldn't die in childbirth. If everything was so perfect, men wouldn't die before their children get older. I always believe the earth has this way of balancing out everything. Dogs are not supposed to have sex with dogs, but then sometimes you'll see two male dogs stuck together. Those are two different things than this battle. We got to use our common sense and stop letting them use our minds to push their hate. And then after they push their hate, we always the one that got to fix it. They hated people for being gay, so now we got to fix it. They hated people for being gay and stopped them from getting jobs, so now we got to take the blame. The police killed Tyree Nichols, so now the black man got to take the blame, so they're going to put the pictures of the black man in a hoodie. All of this is the spirit of illusion. That's all I'm saying. We got to wake up. All of us that's in here, I need y'all to share the picture of the cops in their real gang-affiliated uniform. And that is the police uniform. Let them stop separating us with their little flags and stuff, and let them stop taking the everyday wear that's comfortable for a black man. And most of the time, black men wear hoodies and tees because it was the most affordable attire that we wouldn't pick on each other. Oh, it's a little red bird standing here looking at me. A big old little red bird standing right at me. So that we won't most black men wore hoodies and stuff because it was the cheapest thing. Come on, let's tell the truth. You go to Walmart and go to these stores and it's wintertime. We usually grab a couple of them sweat pants and shirts and stuff because it's affordable. Somebody said James Baldwin was gay and was 10 toes down as a black actor. That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't even know they're gay. Hell, y'all didn't even know Martin Luther King didn't love the black women. He was in love with the white woman. But his speech was where he was going and what he was doing for his people did not involve a white woman in him being married to a white woman. But he was madly in love with the white woman. So come on. But they had to put on the illusion to keep us together. And he knew it. Like white people know it. That's why they stick together. So Martin Luther King had to stick together, marry the black wife he had when his heart was for a white woman, but the world wasn't ready for that. He had to be what the leader he was going to be. That's why he kept having a dream about little white kids and little brown kids. But they said the question is, was Martin Luther King fighting for black rights, or was he fighting so that he can be comfortably and see himself married to a white woman? What was he really fighting for? Y'all don't want to know. Y'all don't want to talk on that, because he was no different from a lot of people doing stuff for their own gain. Nobody should get murdered for wearing a hoodie, but that's what they do. And now that's why didn't they put those black cops? Why did the picture change? We've been using the picture of them in their police uniform. They did the act in the police uniform, and now white media is pushing out the picture of them in a white in hoodies and tees. Why? Why? Because they got to give the illusion that here go these thugs again that we keep telling y'all about. Here go these thugs that we got to keep our kids safe from. It's a spirit of illusion. We have been living in an illusion, and it's time to wake up. But I just wanted y'all to look at that and think about what they're doing. Don't fall for the okie doke. Every time a news story come out, I'm going to need y'all to question everything. Tyree Nichols was not seeing no black dude over no baby mama and fight over a woman. You got white media pushing everything they can right now because the bow is breaking on their little white ship of police, where everybody's seeing the police for what they are, and they want to go ahead and give us that's complaining about the police something. So they're serving us our black men heads on a platter to us. When it's the white people who are putting on their gang-affiliated uniform, who have intentions of hating black people, who have racist ideology, joining the police force and using that uniform to shoot us, kill us, and do anything that they want because they hate us as black people. That's the problem. We already know when they put them hoodies on the black people, they made it look no different than they so-called black on black crime. Black people killing black people. Go through my TikTok and you will see the comments. I made screenshots and I'm gonna read them to y'all tonight. Now, it wasn't a white cop. The white cop did this. Long as they can blame the black cop, they were okay. Till the truth is coming out. Even though everybody sees the white cop did not get arrested, because they claim the black cops are the ones that did the blow, the shoot, the final blow. No. The white cop is the one who said, I hope they stomp his ass. And if I'm not mistaken, he was their superior. Come on. You know how it is when your mama say, when we get in fights, you go ahead and okay you to fight. I remember mine's did. These girls was bothering me. And I used to didn't do nothing. My mama said, Tina, you can fight them. You better whoop their ass. And that's what I did. So imagine when your chief or your sergeant or whoever he was stomp his ass. We all in this together. We all in it. So all the little piggies got up there beating him, and then all the little white piggies went away. Like, here go these 5. They've been playing us. They've been playing us. They want us to keep villainizing ourselves. They want us to be the black villain. Like I told y'all before, when you see this hat, what do you think? Notice. What do you think? You think of a white man in the woods. I ain't saying black people don't hunt, but usually you see more white people with this. So when they put those pictures of the black men out of the police uniform and put them in the known attire that most black men in the street wear, hoodies, they were trying to tell you something. They're trying to disassociate these men with their real game, which is the police. Blue Lives motherfucking matter. So I'm gonna need Blue Lives Matter to get your boys and take off the clothes that our black men and young men wear every day walking down the street so that you won't put a target on their back. But I've been in here talking to y'all. I told my hubby, I'm in another Airbnb that I'm cleaning because I work for my money. I don't get on social media tricking people, boys, Vicky, and all that, and the other people to take your money and go do other things. We need to stop following social media people who you give all your money to, and then they go live with the white people. Love JJ 1814 said 100. That's right. And most white people don't hunt for food. They hunt just for trophies. They're the only race of people I've seen hunt and put heads of animals on the wall. But when you go into Paris, since you like to give your money and go to France, make sure you go see the wall of the black people that they got all their heads on. Okay? We need to stop running after people that entertain our ears and take up our time while we at work so that we can get through the day and say the things we want to hear when they don't have no actions behind it. They don't have no plan for you for real. We got a plan for you at UEOA. We're building. We're trying to get land. We're trying to get people who can teach our children. We're trying to get a space where we can just come to and get away from this madness for a change. It's kind of like we need y'all to stop going on a vacation. We got people who are set up to teach us how to live off the land. You're going to have to come get your hands dirty when we do the UEOA conference. It's not going to be up here in some big building where you can be wearing your little prom dresses and giving each other trophies and wasting damn money and stuff. We're going to be building getaways. We're going to learn to live off the land. You're going to learn to hook up your solar system. We're going to get dirty. We're going to be doing chicken farming. We're trying to learn cattle. We're trying to do what God intended us to do. Your food does not come from the grocery stores. When you work like that and you do stuff, that's called work. All of us would not be all fat and out of shape. Like I got all this fat rolls and stuff. Drinking that Coca-Cola. I'm wrong too. And I know what I got to do. But I'm getting there. I don't do as much junk and all this because your taste buds and your body be used to it. Let's admit that we got to change. I got to change. Say it with me. I got to change. When I wake up in the morning, I'm responsible for what I do for my people. I hold myself responsible every morning. When I respond back to my people, even if they get on my nerves, I'm held responsible except for the traitors. Until Vicky, Dillard, Boyce, and all the team over there apologizes to the black race, I don't have nothing for them. Because all kinfolk ain't skinfolk. All skinfolk ain't kinfolk. All of them are not for us. They down with that. They probably sharing don't even realize they probably sharing the picture of the cops in the hoodie and didn't even let it see. They didn't even realize what was going on. I wake up every morning and I have to think. I stopped going to the clubs. I stopped doing stuff because I can't insert around myself around people who going to bring back up my bad habits. I need to come bring them something different. I talk to my kids different. People that the black people I come around when they get aggravated with me because I talk the same talk no matter what I do. I point out everything no matter what I do. If I remove myself from your presence if I get on your nerves, because honey, every day, don't call me when you shot down in the street or your son shot down. There's something going on in Dothan, Alabama right now. Kevin Stafford. Look up Kevin Stafford. He got a YouTube channel. He ain't all the greatest. He went to jail because they said he was scamming a black woman. But at the same time, he used to go out there and he was the cop chaser. He would. I'm sorry. I got to take this phone call. He would follow the police in Dothan and he filmed everything. He would help people. He go to court. Them police were so mad. They arrested him for something fake, put him in jail until his court date. Now he got 25 years. And guess what? When he went to court, the judge allowed all the police department to come into his hearing to intimidate the jury. And they thought it was cute. And all you seen coming out when they sentenced Kevin, they had all these police at the jail. When they took them, they had them in the court. They paraded. They were laughing. It's on the news. But all the black people he helped, you ain't see them say nothing. I told Kevin before he went to jail on his last lie, he said one of the white cops was a fair man. He was good. I said they all bad because they not stopping it. You the only one filming it. How can you say the sheriff is a good man when he ain't calling out his own people? Now Kevin in jail and everybody quiet. Now ain't nobody filming the police. But the police, it should have been intimidation, and the judge shouldn't allow all them police to come in the courthouse. They had a whole fucking parade when he went to jail. And that's how you call white supremacy and white power is racism, because they the only ones allowed that. Nobody black was in the court with him. Look up Kevin Stafford. Kevin Staff, I think Saffold. I think that's how he spelled his name. Dothan, Alabama. Google Dothan, Alabama. He was called the cop chaser. He has a YouTube channel. This man is in jail for 25 years. And then you look up the thing on Dothan, Alabama, and I'll show it to y'all later. How they intimidated. Why was the cops there mad? Because he was filming the bad stuff they was doing. Come on. We got to wake up every day and do something. Whether you're going to save your money and donate so we can get land, whether you're going to save your money and come to the event, or whether you're gonna save your money and come to the off camp training center that we're building. Come on, hold yourself accountable. Africa, hold yourself accountable. Jamaica, hold yourself accountable. Y'all, blacks in Mexico, hold yourself accountable. Y'all, you don't even know all these Mexicans was black, and then they just getting their rights. You ain't see them fighting. Why we in America the only ones fighting? Everybody better fight, because the black people that come over here as a foreigner, they're getting the benefits off of what we fought for, so that they black behinds can be in front of these white people. Remember, you wasn't coming before for this until our ancestors, our people died in the civil rights that we can't benefit from. So we all need to be helping. And it's time for us to take the weight off our backs as America to rebuild Africa, when Africa got everything we need, so they should be helping us. We need to be doing it together. It shouldn't be only black people in America fighting for everybody else. So y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. And I'll be back later. I think we got our meeting tonight, but I'll be back later. Peace. And go to the United Empires of Kibelon. Look out for the radio show we're doing. Good morning, LA, because it's going to be out of LA. And we're trying to get conscious rap. We're trying to bring not just rap music. We're trying to, on our show, we're going to be trying to play music that is family friendly like it used to be. Not music that tell us kill my this and do drugs and twerk and disgrace yourself. Okay? We changing the narrative. We doing something about it. Peace.